Yo. Alright. This message for Nick. For Nick. Any of you other wily motherfuckers better hang up. Hang up the podcast. This is for Nick. I'm gonna let you know, I got money. I got money. I got lots of money. I'm hiding it. I find money everywhere. I find it in my pants pockets while I'm just trying to do my laundry. My maid finds money in my pant pockets. I gotta get her off that money because she keeps trying to take it. You know, I sit in the laundry room, the goddamn lawn chair, watching her. I have so much money. I lose that shit. I find it in the carpet. I find coins between my toes. I'm in the tub. I look down. I say, oh shit, a 20. Yeah, I got money. You know what I'm gonna spend on? I'm gonna spend on hitters. I'm gonna spend on hitters. Coming out, they're gonna take out all your team. All your team. Gonna be nothing. There ain't gonna be no team. Leftfeld's on fire. We ain't gotta worry about him. We're gonna take him out. Todd Gurley, I'm gonna personally go hammer his knee. Baker Mayfield, boom. Bow. Bow. Scrap. Alright? You got that? Alright? Parody.
We'll get it in post.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So this is where the theme music comes in. And welcome to the first and only podcast, the Upton Bowl Final Fantasy John Madden 2007
Armageddon.
Fantasy, Armageddon podcast with your hosts, me, Jake,
And Mark, and the boy,
the
AKA,
the kid,
aka Marcus, the dorkass.
That's
Marcus.
you, Marquez.
Yeah. Well, hey now.
What?
Well, hey.
What did I?
Nothing. Hey. Welcome to the Final Fantasy VII Upton Bowl Challenge podcast with your host, Kate Upton's husband and John Madden's husband, me.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a polyamorous relationship.
That's accurate. That's correct.
Yeah. Yep.
A poly. We all live together in a big house. We all sleep in the same bed, in a big.
Yeah, it's like super wide, and we all have little stocking caps on. With the
we
ball
have
on the end.
Matching jammies, you know.
Yeah, and we're all, sleeping at night.
There are feathers that rise and fall as we breathe in and out.
Yeah.
You know?
We share one big pillow that's lined up towards the end. And then one person's reading with the light on at the end.
With a little candle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep, and they blow it out lovingly when it's time for everyone to go to bed. And my bare feet are sticking out on the bottom.
And everybody's bare feet are sticking out, and they're wiggling. Okay, they are wiggling and in delight. Okay,
because we know Santa Claus is coming tonight. Because guess what, buddy? I got a present. I got a present for Nick, and it's a lump of frickin' coal.
Oh,
I'm gonna give it to him next week.
Snap, nice.
Yep. Because this week he looked like trash.
Yeah, his team kind Because I remember, like, my team was at 150 points after the first game, and I looked at Nick's, and Nick's, he had, like, 8 points. I was like, oh, well, none of his players played, so that's okay. And then all of his players played, and he had, like 10 points. I was like, what the heck? This guy sucks. This guy's team is really bad.
Yeah, well, he had a tough matchup this week. So,
He did have tough matchups this week, you know.
I'll give him that. But here's the thing. Josh and I were discussing this over a couple of beers.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a buff defense, PPR, super flex league, you got to break 100. I mean,
it sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, you should lose an extra week or something.
We had Josh almost hit 200. Corey easily broke 200. Like,
I almost hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just hard to watch, honestly. You know.
Yeah, you said it best. Actually, you said it. Both Nick and Dalton combined don't even eclipse Corey's total score on the week. That's irreparable.
That's really rough. Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually really funny because if Nick came in and decided to make some really interesting moves now and somehow flip his team well,
Mm-hmm.
and not hold on to all his precious little boys, then he can like totally turn it into something that's really good while also being at 2-1. I mean, shoot.
That's the thing. Like, he started out 2-0. He has a lot of room to. As a person who started out 0-2, I'm feeling the heat. I'm feeling the pressure. Nick can kick his little feet up and just hang out for a little bit.
He's in the middle of the bed.
He's in the middle of the bed.
He's very comfortable. He's got so much warmth.
There's a lot of warmth being generated by all the people around him. I'm on the edge. I'm about to freaking fall off and bump my little noggin. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm Kim Kardashian in the music video.
Yup. Okay, I follow you. I'm clearly Taylor Swift.
Nice.
I've, I don't know.
Yup. Mm-hmm. Because you're a dumb blonde broad.
This is the only.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yup. So. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Anyway.
You were saying? Uh-huh. Yup.
Where was I going? Oh, yeah. A lot of important games this week. Corey stays 3-0, stays undefeated. That's a big blow to everyone. I think Corey's now a serious contender for playoffs. I don't like that very much.
Has the most points scored by 40 extra points.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't think – I think everything sort of came together for his team this week and last week. I don't know if he has like a sustainable – I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, but like –
I mean, it to be frank, to play devil's advocate, and maybe you're the one playing devil's advocate here, because I'm looking at his team, and it's like, Derrick Henry?
I guess I'm not – like Joe Mixon is just hit or miss in that way, to where like he could pop off, but he's got like – I don't know. Do you want a Bengals running back in your running back
it just
one,
depends.
you know?
It depends. The new offensive coordinator actually looks like even though they are still really bad, he at least has an idea of how to put them on the board.
It's also
which
like
is
Julio,
something new to the Bengals.
Right. It's like Julio is obviously an incredible asset on your team, but he's still boom or bust week by week. So
That's
like,
true, but he's also got the sustainability of someone like Keenan Allen now, who has become the number one target for Phillip Rivers and one of the best Chargers offense in a minute as well. So, and he's playing Miami this week. I think Corey said he can turn off the blinds for the next 3 weeks, and he's probably going to win most of his games. Thomas Brady looks great, which is very weird to say. I know he normally doesn't look that good.
He's a good looking guy.
He doesn't have a repertoire, yeah. But, apparently he's bubbling up from the underground, but Tom Brady looks pretty good. And then Russell Wilson. He's running the freaking ball when he needs to and throwing nonstop when they're behind a game script or just doing it himself. So
Yeah.
it seems like a good combo. He just seems to have a great combo of boom and stability across the board.
That's true. Definitely, definitely if there's a team that deserves 3-0, I give it to Corey or you or me, but right.
Yeah, we'll get to your team. You know what? Let's forget about going over everyone's team thoroughly until we get to the power rankings. I mean, we got plenty of time to talk about that.
Well, I was going over important games this week, but there's not really much to talk about on Alex's team if you ask me. You have like Eckler and who the fuck else, right?
Oh, I thought you were dismissing Eckler. Jesus. Okay, yeah, Eckler's going to be huge. This week he's got Eckler going against Miami. So we'll see if that means he's just going to blow up or if Justin Jackson's just going to take over.
Which I find unlikely. Like, Eckler still is going to have a role there, and his upside is there too,
Yeah. Here's my problem with Alex's team is his bench is all San Francisco players for the most, like half of it is. They're all on bye next week. He's forced to play DJ Shark as his second flex.
Yeah.
You just spent up on Jimmy G $23 fab dollars, which can still work out for the rest of the season, but he kind of has to try a couple more weeks with Jimmy G, and that's so up in the air.
Right.
That's where I'm standing anyways. David Johnson looks really good or really kind of like just there. Just, it seems...
DJ's like a very... I don't know, the way he's working out this season is like he's definitely, I would say, like worth the draft pick. He's going to get carries, he's going to get touchdowns, but he's definitely not like a real star. Like, he's a good asset for your team, but he's not going to carry, the rest of this trash. He bought no goodwill with me when he benched Carson Wentz this week.
Yeah.
It's such an objective mistake that, like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, whichever philosophy you take with it, Carson Wentz is always going to appear on your bench over, who was it, Calvin Ridley?
Literally, yes.
That's just an unfortunate mistake. Occasionally you have to make these mistakes, though, and remind yourself why getting cute with these type of things only works so often. And when it does not work out, you're costing your entire week. And if you're in an early kind of determinate state where no one really knows who's going to end up where at the moment, then taking risk will really make you look like you don't know what you're doing. Even if you can turn it around and do really good, you're still going to walk around with that loss and know that you lost it and you could have been in a much better position. So,
well, hopefully he learns his lesson early in the season and he picks it up for the rest of the year or whatever.
Yeah, we might as well call this a 2 QB league with leeway. So if you're taking the leeway when you don't have to, I don't know why you're it's like you trying to take a stance and be cute, like I said. Like, have you ever thought about doing this?
Yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah, there's a reason the strategy is pretty set in stone, and I mean, you and Dalton. I'm talking to you directly now, Alex. You and Dalton, you seem to have this idea that WRs win leagues, and you might not be wrong, but that still doesn't mean you go into the super flex to flex your dick. It's to flex a second QB, buddy. Especially when you have Carson Wentz. Oh,
I know. I know. He posted some shit in the group chat that was like, I'm about to make a risky decision. Hopefully it pays off. And nobody commented on it at all. And I looked at his team that morning and I was like, oh, I should say something. Like,
Alex, your team is a white girl and you just got dreads after none of your friends stopped you.
Yeah, I could have stopped you. Somebody could have said something. But now, you got to grow that shit out. Or shave your head.
Yeah, shave your head and, take the cancer questions. But, hey, at least you look pretty cute for now. when they ask you about your lymphoma.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have. Okay. I mean, big dick winner of the week is definitely Corey.
Yeah.
There was a pretty big chump of the week, and we did give him crap already. But I really want to point out that Nick's team is looking very, very weak.
Well, it just collapsed. Just like in the same way that everything came together for Corey, everything, like Mark Andrews didn't show up, Gurley didn't show up, Mayfield had a bad day. Like,
Mayfield's
it was
been
just,
having bad days too.
right, but like,
It must feel bad to have his team right now.
yeah.
Picking the wrong QB off the waiver wire to rent out this week. Mason
Even,
Rudolph
like,
looks really bad.
Even leaving some points on the bench and stuff, but like, you can't start any of these players on your bench. It was just like your starters just didn't show up to work. It's like,
Yep. Manager's online, and your assistant manager is the only one there, and it's Christian Kirk. That's not going to get you. That's not going to get you there.
The freaking church boy. And it's like, it's not even like Dalton totally deserved to lose that game, but he just had a quarterback that got more than 20 points. And like, I guess the actual person who won that game for him was the Patriots D, which is like so sad.
Which is funny because he had the Chicago Bears on his bench, which put up 30. And so he doesn't even stick to his guns. He just has two defenses he's running around with. Very cute.
And
These
he
are
won.
some really cute teams, folks. So adorable. Put him in a little sailor outfit and give him a big old lollipop. Yeah. Also, to talk about the fact that everyone seems to have, when we go through these things, my QB2 is Matthew Stafford. My QB2 is Mason Rudolph. My QB2 is a wide receiver. I think that just speaks to how awful the QB run has been recently, and very just unfortunate. Very few people have escaped the Reaper's scythe as he goes cutting through all these QBs.
I escaped perfectly. I just jumped over that shit. Fuck it.
Yeah, you went for your ankles.
I got a perfectly healthy top 10 quarterback on my fucking bench.
You got two of them. Oh, and on your top 10 quarterback. Listen, I'm a Vikings fan, and Kirk Cousins is not a top 10 quarterback.
Okay, all right. He's top 21. How about that?
There you go. There you go. He is definitely a QB2, guys. Come on, top 10.
Yeah, no, I just said that off the top of my head, and that's not right. But yeah, pretty much.
So,
what?
Cam's gone. Ben's gone.
Ben,
Eli's gone. Bree's gone. Darnold's gone. Foles is gone. Rosen's questionable. Mariota is going to be gone. Drew Lock can't play, even though he probably would right now if he could. But he has that thumb injury through the bye. So we're not going to see him until everything's been pretty determined by this point. And a lot of these guys look like they just might be done for the season, if not confirmed already. Cam
is out for like 8 weeks, right? And they have a bye, so he's coming back, but like not. You can't even think about it at this point. You have like
he might not even be worth my IR spot at this point. It's might as well drop him almost.
So who steps up then? Do you believe in Teddy Bridgewater? Do you think who's the guy in
I believe
Carolina?
in Sean Payton.
More
than I believe in Teddy Bridgewater. We saw that, we're not even talking about someone who has proved himself very fully, Jacoby Brissett, who I didn't even want. He was like my last pick, and I still got him because no one else did. And he comes out looking like the best ones that isn't named Daniel Jones.
Right.
So
that's
Daniel Jones looks like he's going to step up. That game, did you see it?
I did see it, yeah. I didn't watch the Indy game, but I did watch a little bit of the Giants game, and I'll tell you, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, there's this throw he had, and I think it was just a basic slant out, like 5 yards out from the end zone. but it was double coverage, and the guy was playing his outside, or they're playing outside on both sides, and he managed to like, and maybe I'm misremembering, but he like cupped it in, like right outside or right inside for him, like right on the chest, and it was just perfect. It was a dime, and I was like, yeah, I don't even know if Baker Mayfield could make this throw. He just looks really good, so we'll have to see how that plays out, but.
How's his schedule looking? Do you know? I'm looking now. He plays. He's got the Patriots coming up. I don't know. I mean, other than that and Dallas, he doesn't have like a super hard schedule. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not sold on, one game. I wouldn't trade for him after one game, Chris.
No, especially not giving up Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, my goodness.
I wouldn't do that, but sure. He's got potential,
He definitely looks like the best of the rookie wide receivers stepping up right now.
Right.
I think that's a safe statement. Oh, did I say running back? Or wide receiver? Oh, my goodness.
No,
oh, my goodness.
But that's okay.
Goodness. There's so many freaking roles.
I know. They make all kinds of people play this game.
Except girls. No girls allowed.
Right. And I haven't been 100% up to date on this, but so the AB thing is done? He's just out of the league for good?
It's not official, but it's looking like he's at least going to not play for a year or two, at the least.
Right. He tweeted it, so it is official. He wouldn't just tweet something and then just go back on it.
It's like, that'd be weird. Yeah. AB, what a fun discussion. It's just unfortunate because it's like he's not playing, and he's not playing, if it's true, for very gross reasons. So it's just like, oh man, this sucks, and also that sucks. And if he comes back, that kind of sucks.
That sucks even more somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny. I was trying to trade for AB like a week before that happened, and I was working on a trade with you for Cam like the day before that injury got publicized. I feel like I've really dodged some bullets here.
Yep. Yep, that's what it comes to fantasy. You just kind of guess and take just chances whenever, and then you get the guy and he breaks his ankle.
Yep. It's a complete game of skill, and that's why I'm doing so well.
Yeah. I think this next week, we got some interesting games coming out. I'm just going to get this one out of the way. Good game, Nick. It was fun. I'm so sorry. Le'Veon Bell is on bye. Robert Gold is on bye. That's pretty big. I think that's his good luck charm. And, yeah. I'll go ahead.
Yeah, Nick is going to need some time to put his team back together, so I think you can call that one.
Matt Breida's on bye, so he doesn't even have an RB2 that isn't Latavius Murray.
Oh, man.
Literally on his whole team.
That's so sad.
Yeah. And then on my team, hey, Juju Smith-Schuster doesn't look that good, so hey,
Yeah. Well, that is what it is.
Yeah, and then I guess on bench this real quick, just to kind of go over it. He's got some really good wide receivers just sitting there. They're just sitting there. He's got like 6 wide receivers that are all not awful, pretty decent.
Right.
So, I don't know, maybe go out and do something with that. I don't know. Who am I? Just some freaking nerd.
Who are you? I was going to say. Yeah.
I got a lot of wasted spots. I guess I don't really need to fill them because it's a lot of stuff I can just sit on and watch in the microscope, But at the same time, it's like I was mentioning earlier, is it better to move Deshaun Jackson to the injury reserve? Do I even want Cam Newton if he comes back?
Cam Newton is 100% droppable, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. But
no, you're okay.
Wait, what happened to Josh Gordon?
Antonio Brown's not there anymore.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice ball.
Julian Edelman might be hurt. So
Yeah,
it's a
that's
double
nice.
nice bump. Yeah, I might have the unquestionable WR1 on Thomas Bradley's team. That might be pretty nice. Yeah, but minus that, it's a bunch of bets. It's just bets. MVS
Right.
looks good in flashes.
Right.
John Brown looks consistent, but do I ever actually want to play him on my flex? Stuff
No.
like that.
Mhm.
Exactly. But he is the emergency button, Give me 10.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
Cor- Week 4, we got who do we got here? Oh, this one hurts. I'm sorry. Dalton versus Corey. Oof. 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 Ah. Ooh.
That's so hard.
Oof.
Yeah.
Let me just run down. Let's compare. Let's go 1-1, okay?
Mhm.
Would you rather play Joe Mixon or Philip Lindsay? Right? Would you rather play Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs?
Right.
Ooh.
It's like
Would you rather play Julio Jones or Sammy Watkins? Would you rather play Keenan Allen or Chris Godwin?
Would you rather play Sammy Watkins or Keenan Allen? Right? It's like that's the level of oh my fucking god.
Yeah. There's a lot of discrepancy here, especially when you look at like Evan Ingram versus Jason Witten.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't he a commentator? Do we have
He
a
doesn't even-
commentator role?
He doesn't even play
Yeah.
the game anymore.
Oh, yeah. Goddamn. Side note: Monday Night Football still sucks. That's the worst part. They just got rid of Jason Witten and left in the guy who admitted on the field that he pissed his pants.
I know.
Oh man, I love Booger. Yeah, and then
Mhm.
yeah, their benches look like benches.
They do that. That's true.
That
You know what? Dalton does have Saquon Barkley down there, who is out.
oh, he's
for-
actually gonna run Matthew Stafford again against Kansas City. Damn. As opposed to Jameis Winston.
I guess you do that. I don't know. I don't like either of those options really, but
Yeah.
what else do
Alright.
we got? Mason
Mason.
versus Josh. That's
Yep.
I don't know. Mason
Kittle
probably
on by.
just yeah.
So he has to pick up a. Oh, he's got T.J. Hawkinson, huh?
Yeah.
That'll be
Who-
Yeah. Another one of those games where it's like.
Oh, I'm completely vindicated, by the way. I just clicked on TJ Hawkinson and it says the analysis. It's starting to look like Hawkinson's huge week 1 performance is a product of Arizona's inability to cover tight ends. And that's exactly what I thought when I tried to get rid of him to Mason. So,
And it
chalk one
worked,
up for me.
folks. And you got a solid WR2 that you haven't used.
Yeah, that's going to just sit on my bench because I have Diggs, Thielen, and Edelman.
Quit playing Diggs. I'll tell you that.
Yes,
now.
yes, he's on
Stop.
the bench now. I know.
Tyrell Williams.
I have
please.
so many better flexes. Like,
Oh yeah.
don't worry about
yeah.
it. Anyway,
Yeah. Jared Goff looks surprisingly weak this year, so this one's more up in the air than I care to admit. If Matt Ryan and Lamar Jackson do really good, and Kyler Murray and Jared Goff don't do good, then you have to hope for like a 30-point Mike Evans game and a 20-point Frank Gore game and a 40-point or 30-point Alvin Kamara game, which isn't
right.
very
That
crazy.
none of that's
to think about.
guaranteed, though. Yeah. And,
Also, Mason's doubling down on the Hopkins-Fuller combo.
yeah.
So, very interesting how much he's so into the Texans just in general. I don't know. It's hard to imagine a time where you could ever actually run Hopkins, Fuller, and Duke Johnson Jr., even if they're playing Miami. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
AB's still sitting there.
I would say this is like Josh's game to lose just because of Kamara and Evans being like so much better than just Kamara and Gore over Jones and Michelle is like, I mean, you can't even play Michelle next week because he's not going to get carries. Like,
That's true. That's true. He's
you
kind of
gotta, Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
they seem to be really into the James White Rex Burkhead combo on the Pats, and you can't blame them. I mean,
Well, who knows? It's completely up in the air if you don't have James White because it's the fucking Patriots. Like, you just can't start him.
yeah,
because
they
you
might be
never know.
saving him for the playoffs again.
Honestly.
Why overuse him? Why overuse him? You just run little checkdowns for Bradley for the
Yeah.
next, yeah.
They
I don't know.
can't.
It just makes
defenses
sense.
can't stop it. So
Yeah, everyone wants to comment that, and I hate to defend him, can Tom Brady make it to the Super Bowl fully healthy and able to throw well? Well, you can if you make him do just checkdowns constantly and not really overwork him and give him
been-
options to throw it deep if you need to.
you've been pretty complimentary of Tom Brady this ep. That's pretty interesting of you. It's a pretty interesting move.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I mean, he's a pretty good
He's a-
player. Like,
Yeah, he's really good. He's weird as fuck. And
Mhm.
he's kind of just a giant dork, low key. So
Mhm.
I don't like Tom Brady, but I kind of respect the attributes he has.
Interesting.
He's just like a crybaby dork who's also really pretty and good at football because he tried really hard to be good at football and got
Well,
a
let
lucky
me-
spot.
Let me tell you something. Why don't you marry Tom Brady?
You think he'd say yes?
I don't know, but there's nothing you wouldn't lose anything by trying. You should send him a letter.
Yeah, just in the mail with a little lipstick kiss on the front. Yep. All right, I'm gonna light the candle back up. If you want to let me on the edge of the bed, I'm gonna write this with a feather
With a quill.
quill.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh shoot. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, and then, go ahead.
And with Chris and Trent, I'm very uninterested in who wins that game.
Chris has
Like-
69%, so I give it to him.
Nice. But they're both 1-2. I see neither of their teams as being like. I guess I do like Chris's team because I do like Marlon Mack and I do like Michael Thomas, but
Yeah. Leonard Fournette's one of the few guys left who could get 30 touches as well. So.
But Trent's team is just really sparse.
Yeah. Trent's team needs to always go off to win. No one
Right.
has to put up 30, but they all need to put up 15 to 20 for it to work.
Right.
And
I mean,
honestly,
Adams has better weeks coming, but like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He's the Freeman owner, so he's just kind of fucked. Like,
Yeah. I mean, he's got Agent Cooper, so
mhm.
that's a pretty good bet too.
Mhm.
All right. Yep. And then it's you, and it's Alex, and that seems pretty straightforward. You're probably gonna win it, but Austin
Yeah.
Eckler versus Kerryon Johnson, Adam Thielen versus OBJ.
I'm not playing
Julian-
Kerryon Johnson, by the way.
Oh, okay. Then Mark Ingram versus Austin Eckler is
Yeah.
pretty even. And Ezekiel Elliott's definitely better than David Johnson, but you also can't guess when David Johnson's going to get 2 receiving touchdowns and 80 yards on the ground.
That's true.
So it's that's the thing about Kyler Murray. He's learning the game, very explosive, high rate of play, and generally new QBs will kind of rely on the WR2, the tight ends, and check downs to the running back. And David Johnson's the type of guy who can do a lot with that. So we'll have to see. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
And then Austin Hooper,
Mhm.
the guy I dropped instead of trading because I didn't need him anymore. And that looks like it was a giant mistake because he looks like he's going to be used by a very aging Matt Iron.
Yep.
Ryan.
Well, I
Yeah.
picked him up and played him because that was a matchup play because they had the
Mm.
Colts. I just figured
Yeah.
the Falcons would beat up the Colts, but yeah, I'm gonna keep him around. I don't know. I mean, really, for you, from your perspective, you have fucking Waller, so you're fine.
I know.
You don't have to worry about
yeah.
shit.
That's why I dropped him. I was like, the only thing I missed out on was trading away Austin Hooper for something.
Yeah, you're fine, but
I might have the best tight end in the game by the end of the year.
oh yeah,
So, yeah, which was funny. I didn't even want him. I wanted the other tight end. I wanted Mark Andrews really, really badly. here
That's
we
the
are.
way it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Andrews is like going to be good, but I think Waller has like a really, really good season ahead of him.
Yeah, and you're gonna take this. I mean, generally, it seems pretty straightforward. It's mostly the fact that he doesn't have a QB2, and Dak Prescott can put up 20 to 35 any week. So
Yeah.
And David Montgomery doesn't look like he's carved out a great role, and he's playing Minnesota. Oof.
Yeah. And he just doesn't look like a good runner. I don't know if that's just me, but he just looks really bad with the ball.
I watched the entire game last night very intently.
Really?
And specifically, I don't need to go over why, but I was kind of just watching it intently, and he had some really Le'Veon Bell-esque runs where he would run into someone, put his hand on the O-liner's back, take a step back, move across the other side and cut, break 2 tackles, and he looked very patient and very good. And I imagine that's something a newbie running back's really going to have to refine in the NFL versus college.
Right.
But when he gets it, it's going to look so good. I need to make sure I go make a trade offer before you put this episode out because he's got a tough schedule. He's had a tough schedule. He's played Green Bay's defense, then the Denver front line, and then he played Washington's front line, which isn't amazing, but is still.
But he did better versus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now after this, he's got Oakland, which is good. Then he's got New Orleans, which is bad. But then it's the Chargers, Philly, Detroit, the Rams, the Giants, Detroit. And then he finally has a bad game in week 14 with Dallas again.
Right.
That's a lot of usable weeks. The most impressive thing I saw was him run into 2 guys, had their weight run into each side of him, and use them like tackling each other basically through him to continue forward. And like did a leg drive about an extra 2 yards, and then it took an extra 4 guys to stop him as he continued to leg drive another yard. So he's definitely got a lot of balance, and he's got a lot of power, which is what they bet on when they picked up Montgomery. So
that's surprising that that's your read, because I didn't really watch that game very closely, but just whenever I saw him with the ball, he looked kind of slow. He looked kind of like out of place, but I don't know. I'll defer to you on this.
Patience, the right word. Patience, the right word. And maybe that's why he looked slow, because when it didn't work, he would just get sacked behind the O-liner for a loss.
Right, he just gets sort of swallowed up. But
But if he gets out there and is given space between 2 guys, he's the type of running back, I think, that can beat those 2 guys. He can stiff arm one while the other guy wraps his hips, and he can't bring him down. So we'll have to see that play out. But I think David Montgomery is not going to do good this week or next week, but he might be really, really, really good by the end of the year. But, we're just talking players for fun. I don't actually have a very solid guess.
I don't know. I guess I got burned on the, Chicago RB1 holding Jordan Howard all year last year. Yeah. So I'm just a little...
salty still?
Well, a little cautious with that offense, I guess. I don't know.
That makes sense. Yeah. At the same time, they were forced to have someone like Jordan Howard and not given someone like David Montgomery. So
right. Yeah.
They also just threw the ball more than they ran it. I don't know. It was interesting. Anyways, we should move on because next week's looking good. Game of the week, I'd probably give it to, Chris versus Josh.
I agree with that.
It's probably it's Mason versus Josh. That's probably the closest out of anything.
And it's also if Mason goes 3-1, that's kind of scary, but Josh probably should win it because he has a really
The real game of the week in my heart though is Dalton versus Corey, because this is Dalton versus the Goliath.
This is just impossible odds.
That's a deep Christian cut for my Christian boy.
But the church boy, haha. The
Get it?
freaking.
You freaking get it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And then I know the power. We know the power rankings aren't. We know the power rankings aren't out yet, so it might be different.
Or maybe
okay.
they are.
Maybe
Or-
they are. We just
but
haven't
they
looked
are.
at the chat.
Yeah, they're just not out yet. So
Yeah, I don't
we're
think
gonna.
they've even determined who's gonna do them. But
I don't know. We're kind of unorganized in the group chat. I'm not. Should I just do the power rankings? I don't want to do that. I'm fucking tired.
hey,
But let's do a quick little power ranking of our own, huh, Marcus? What do you think?
let me check. Yeah. Okay. Let's do
What were
it. Let's,
What were you checking?
the writing on my hands.
Okay, great.
Yep. Yep.
So let's look at the standings here. So I think
Oh, one sec. I gotta turn my monitor on.
he,
Okay. We good.
that's a mirror, bro.
Oops.
Bro.
I'm gonna walk out my bathroom real quick. Give me a second.
Okay.
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 Power rankings. Power
So-
rankings. Let's do them. Let's see them.
Can we agree that Corey is number 1 and Dalton is number 10? Are we?
That's an easy yes.
Let's just agree on that first of all, the baseline, because Corey's 3-0. He's stomping everybody in points for. Let's give the kid the number 1 spot. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dalton, on the other hand, is 1 and 2, like about half the league is, but lowest points for, worst team name.
He has the second lowest points against as well, so it's not even a
Right.
good excuse.
Right. And it's just like, yeah. I don't want to look at
Shouts
his
out
team.
to the fact that none of us are 0-3. Shouts out.
Respect. Great. We've all got at least 1 win. That feels good.
Yep. Could have been really bad. One guy 0-3 and everyone else 1-2 and 2-1. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. So Corey's number 1. I think this is also a safe bet. I'm probably number 2.
That's respectable, you know. You have the second most points for, you're 2 and 1. You have like Dalvin Cook is probably like the biggest steal of the draft so far. He's looking great.
Mhm.
You have CMC, you have like Darren Waller. You got a team put together.
Cooper
kid.
Cup. Cooper Cup. Come on.
Right. I know.
The
That's your kid.
WR1 for the Rams at this point, leading in targets, receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Wait, no, that's a lie. Not touchdowns, but still,
Yeah. But still.
the boy. He doesn't
So
need 'em.
I'm confident you can have number 2. That's, you got Gordon on the bench. You're good. Yeah.
I even want to argue that, because I almost want to break this down in like tiers, so it's a little easier
Okay.
to differentiate and not be like, oh, I should have been 5, not 4.
So
It probably goes
Mhm.
Corey in like S tier
right.
by himself, and then
I
I'm probably
agree.
like A tier by myself,
Yes.
and then B tier comes in.
B tier is
and-
like Mason, Josh, me, Nick, pretty much.
Yeah, and I would even say Nick is only there by technicality.
Only there because he's got 2 wins, but
Yep.
you
He
know,
has a statistic advantage to being a better team.
he's
That's it.
yeah, and it's only because he has the lowest points against and like rolled a very easy schedule.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yep.
not on the strength of his team at all.
Yeah, until you hit this freaking unmovable wall, buddy.
Mhm.
I guess Dalton
Mhm.
already stopped the unstoppable object though, which is so funny. You couldn't
Yeah, it
eclipse
was Dalton,
106. At 106 at 106 points. I feel bad for Trent.
Yeah.
He could have beat half the league, but he faced me instead. That's got to feel bad. That's got to feel really bad.
That's the game. That's the game of fantasy football, baby.
That is the game of fantasy football, baby. So yeah, B tier. We'll start with number 3 then. Mason.
Mason, he's 2-1. He's got two really solid quarterbacks.
He's been making moves.
He's been making moves too.
He's been smart about it. He hasn't been staying still. He knows what he needs.
I think his team does have distinct weaknesses, but like,
oh yeah,
he's got stars in the right places. Like, he's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, he literally just needs to find and then spend up on a running back that's worth a damn. Either wait it out and wait for the guy who's going to pop up on the waivers eventually. Someone will, or go out and make a trade that might not be worth it, like in your wide receivers. But at least, because at this point he's got like 6, maybe 7 very usable wide receivers, and he's got to go out, make a couple trades, get a nice running back. He's just good to coast from there.
Honestly.
Oh yeah, and don't bet so heavy on the Texans. That might also help you out a bit.
Right, that's kind of trouble, but.
Oh yeah, and hey, everyone in the league, because I don't think anyone's done this yet except Josh. When you rent a player for a week, you're supposed to play that player.
That's
that's
me.
The reason you spent money on him. That's
me literally being too cowardly to start Hardman 2 weeks in a row. How sad is that?
Why did you? Why?
Well, no one else can start him because he's on my bench. Huh? I know what I'm doing.
You got a good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Number 4 on Sleeper, and y'all know I don't trust the algorithms, is Nick.
But it's not.
You're wrong.
It's not. It's Josh or me.
Yeah, it's Josh.
It's Josh, yes.
It's Josh. The thing is, Josh, yet again, walks away looking pretty bad in the draft, yet finding a very solid core to just carry him when he needs it. Nothing intense, nothing crazy, because he's 1-2. Over half the league's 1-2 right now. That's bonkers. He's the king of the plebeians. He's the king of the basic bitches who sit down, they have to think about what they've done, and make moves to fix it. Josh doesn't have to do that because he's already been playing his moves correctly and getting bad games and getting kind of screwed by like Mike Evans and Kamara, putting up like 15 points between them one week. I get that. That happened to me. And so you got to bounce back and make the moves correctly. Well, he did that. He grabbed Frank Gore and played him. He grabbed, I forgot, someone else and then played him, like a QB or something. Oh, no, he didn't. He actually just ran. He trusted his boys because he's got a good team.
Well, that's the thing. He caught some, like, really nice breaks. He got Travis Kelce, he got Mike Evans, he got Kamara. So he has, like, this really reliable foundation. And then he's just got, like, T.Y. Hilton has caught a nice break that Brissett looks good. Like, he's got stuff going on,
Yeah. He's not the guy who needs to go and make big moves on his starting lineup. He just needs to make some bench moves and fix it up.
Yeah. So
then it goes
after Josh, does the game that Nick won over me, does that place him over my team even though I have 60 more points for than he does?
I mean,
and a much better team. And a bigger dick. And a hotter wife. And a faster car. And a bigger house.
Yep.
That was all I had. I ran out after that.
Yeah, that's all you own. Furnitureless, gasless, ugly
no
wife.
Money.
No money.
No.
No, she's still ugly. It's just, still hotter than Nick's wife, which is like a cactus with lipstick on it in Arizona.
I'll take that.
And like a sun hat.
And she's a thick bitch. I know.
Yeah, you walk up. You're like, yeah, my wife's hotter than a cactus at least. Okay, so don't go dissing my wife, Kate Upton.
Okay, so
because you're
in my opinion, you got to power rank me above Nick. You got to be doing that.
I have this feeling that you're biased.
So
but
that's why.
But also, here's the thing. I agree because I can see the future. And Nick's about to be 2-2.
That's the thing. Yeah, I have Alex coming up, and he has you. Like.
Yeah. So you are up in the air to go 2-2. He is
Mhm.
definitely going 2-2. And because of that, we have to just accept the fact that Nick's team looks bad on the litmus test.
And the
On
thing is Nick's team
let
could come together with Bell and Gurley and Galladay, but I don't think it's happening in the next week or two, right? That's the main issue, is that it's like, oh, especially with Bell on a bye. Oh, God.
Bell
Oh,
and Breed on a bye. He has no RBs to play. That's not Lat Murray. I know I said that earlier, but it's
yeah,
that
yeah,
bad.
yeah. I
It's
didn't see
that
Bell
bad.
was on a bye. What the fuck? Oh, God.
Yeah, poor
Okay.
kid. That's why it's been GGing all week. It's like, so sorry, so sorry.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I want to apologize, but yeah. And then the fact that like he just doesn't have. You're saying if Bell comes together, Gurley comes together, Galladay comes together. Like he's betting on a rookie or a second year QB that looks like the one of the worst cases of second year QB
Yeah.
sophomore slump ever at the moment, at least for this class.
Are you
Le'Veon,
talking
like
about? Yeah,
Baker
yeah, yeah.
Mayfield.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield looks worse than Josh Allen. You know,
And it's
Le'Veon
just,
Bell.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
Le'Veon
so hard
Bell's
to
got
watch.
tenacity and heart. And
He's also on the Jets.
he's also under Adam Gase.
Yeah.
Ain't looking too good. Todd Gurley the third is getting managed snaps, and he is not taking off on them like he could be. They're
I
not
will
giving the goal
say-
line work.
With Gurley though, Gurley's a very reliable 15 points every week. Like
Yeah,
on a different team, Gurley looks very good, but on Nick's team where he needs more than that,
mm-hmm.
it's
He really
it's a little
needs,
underwhelming. Yeah.
He would do a lot better with a Nick Chubb there than a Todd
Right.
Gurley right now.
Right.
Kenny Galladay looks good, but it's too like you're betting on Matthew Stafford, and that's tough.
Which is hard. And the
Robert-
Lions' offense in general is like not
Mhm.
terribly productive.
Robert Woods is so up in the air. He looks like he's becoming the third man in the pecking order behind Cooks, who's behind Cup.
Well, he's just going to
And-
be volatile. There's a lot of mouths to feed there.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
contested ball catcher, and you just have to
Uh-huh.
hope he wins a 50-50. So
yeah. Right.
Christian Kirk looks great. Mark Andrews looks good. Mason Rudolph looks awful. So sorry.
Yep.
So yeah, I would put Jake above him. And why did we sit here and go through every piece of your team, Nick? Because I'm gonna have to sit there and read the fucking paragraph and the fucking group me about how we got this wrong and that wrong, and then you're gonna put a little comment.
Marcus,
Okay,
You-
I
you
don't
can't-
I don't
Marcus,
freaking want it. I don't
you
want
can't
it.
take the criticism so seriously. You got to just
Oh.
go out there and say, "Listen, nobody's listening to this trash. Nick, bitch, I don't care. Type a paragraph, see if I care." Huh?
Oh no, I know it's still coming. I'm just saying, at least when he comes at us, we'll be like, oh yeah, just refer back to
Yeah, we'll link it. in
minute
this.
46. Yeah,
Bitch.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the paragraph. I want the paragraph. It's just
Alright.
like we'll be set. Oh yeah, sorry, we already stopped down piece by piece, Nick. You're trash, son. You're trash.
Okay.
I put my cap on backwards. So Chris is looking like number 7 then.
Yeah, I think we can run through the last 3 here. I think Chris, Alex, Trent. Well, we decided on Dalton.
Well, tiers. So it goes like
Okay.
you're B tier, Josh is B tier, Nick's C tier,
yeah.
Chris is C tier as well, and then Alex is D, and then Trent Dalton are just they're
Just who
Fs.
cares?
They're
Yeah.
failing out of they got moved to Douglas.
Damn, cool. Yeah, no, like Trent's team is just falling apart at this point. Devontae Adams has got like injury questions and shit now. It's like, I think, I don't know, make some trades or something, dog. But like, it's not looking great.
Well, it looks like it could be good by week 7,
Right.
and it's looking like he's gonna need to win before then, or else it might just be too late. So
Right.
it's not
Right,
it's
right,
not
right.
a good sign when McManus misses a field goal and breaks that record. that he was holding on your team.
Yeah. It's just
So.
a bad omen.
Yeah, Alex looks like he's got a solid-ass team, but it's definitely a fall of what was presumed to be the greats at one point. He's just mismanaged, to be totally frank. He's just mismanaged. He's made some great moves, and then a lot of, like, questionable sits that have cost him a lot.
Right.
So,
Right.
questionable waiver buys, wasting a lot of money on Jimmy G because he had one good game against the Bengals. It's tough.
It's
Yeah.
hard,
And then
yeah.
Dalton's just, I mean,
Dalton
that's tough.
lost to Barkley, which is like such
That's
a huge hit,
tough.
but
Yeah, that's tough.
also, yeah.
Yeah, it's again mismanagement and just betting on players that aren't the best bets, not the most reliable bets. When your wide receiver 1 is Sammy Watkins and your wide receiver 2 is Chris Godwin, you don't know
Yeah.
if you're going to put up 20 or 60. Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
I would not
put
want
on.
that.
No.
Yeah.
And it's so funny too because he's the big wide receivers wins games guys, I want to see better wide receivers.
I know.
Right, though to be fair, like Devontae Parker, well, what do you have Devontae Parker? Come on. Hunter Henry got hurt, Tyreek Hill got hurt, Saquon Barkley got hurt. I mean, that's 3 of his first 6-7 round players. That's tough.
Yeah. It definitely
That's
hurts.
very tough. Yeah.
And
He's
like,
looking. He's
But-
not here because we wish him ill will or think that his team is unreasonably bad. He's here because he got unlucky.
He's here because he got unlucky, but there are also management questions, I'll say that, because he's rostering 2 defenses. And I think in retrospect, his trade with me is a little questionable. Going for Godwin over Edelman, which I think I'm very happy with the way that played out. And I don't know if I was Dalton, I would be.
Yeah, I mean the 1 week Godwin blew up, he lost that week. So
Yeah.
it's you have to think rest of the season. Is Edelman more reliable than Chris Godwin? The only bet is Chris Godwin either really finds his plays or more likely the way Chris Godwin's the win in this trade is Edelman's out for more than like 5 weeks or something with injuries. So
that's the only real question. But even then, I can know not to play Edelman, and he can't dodge Godwin's bad weeks, right? That's sort of the way I look at it.
For sure. Hey,
yeah.
come trade me the Patriots, dude. I'll give you maybe I'll give you Miles Sanders.
Yeah, I will give you. I'll give you a bench wide receiver, Dalton, if you give me the Patriots D.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
All right. Cool.
You want Hardman?
Well,
you want Westbrook? Hit me up. Give me a call.
Oh, I actually just got a call from him, and he said no. And,
hey, wait! I'm getting a call.
He
I'm getting a call from the president of the
that,
United States, and he says that you're gay. And
Hey, that's not what he was saying last night when I was talking to him on the phone, and he was saying, "Hey, don't tell Jake this, but he's actually really gay."
that's not true. Hey,
It's true. It's true. He called me up from the UN.
Okay.
Yep. He let me talk to some of his good friends. It was really cool.
That's cool. I'm glad you have
Also-
such a good relationship with the president.
Oh, me and Donnie?
Yep.
Yep. Something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just got a
shit.
This is a call from the science center of the. I'm gonna put them on. Marcus is gay. He has sex with men. So that's basically, they did a bunch of tests. They said they determined that you have gay sex with men. So again, nothing.
That's so weird. That's so weird because I am the president of the science committee. So,
What?
buddy, yeah. And guess what?
What?
I did that paper.
So you found out that you were gay and that you had gay sex with men?
It was conclusive. I didn't decide it. We looked back. The hypothesis, the abstract was way different. We looked back. I popped that thing out like a lollipop, and I said,
Yeah.
guys, I think we were wrong.
I think we were
And
wrong. Okay.
we had 2,000 Baltimore participants
Yep.
come in.
Check the, you know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Offered them a Ligma test.
Yep. Wait. Hey, Marcus. What does... I'm gonna do this for you. Marcus, what is that?
What's that? What? My monitor's not on.
What? That thing you just said. Ligma. What is
oh, it's like a test where they lick my balls and
that? Oh, I see.
you know.
Okay.
And
That
then,
makes sense now that you
yeah.
explained it.
Oh, shit. You were setting me up.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Damn,
I'm
wow.
there for you,
Okay.
dog. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
see,
it.
that's crazy. Yeah. Huh. That's what we call comedy gold, folks.
That's what we call comedy freaking mold.
Comedy-
More like.
Come on.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was also going to say, how do you feel about these awful team names that are going on?
Really bad. I think I made it clear that Dalton's was the worst. I think I said that earlier. I definitely believe that, but Alex with North by Northwentz, who sat Carson Wentz last week.
Yeah, okay. The name's
the
good.
fuck?
Name's good.
But
you gotta
you
rep
have to
your
play the
boys.
player.
Yeah.
Nick's team name is just Life's a Gamble. Is that a reference to anything? Does he just...
I'm not. Mason's name is really stretching.
Yeah,
It's
it's
in a
too
fucking
much.
yoga class.
It's too wordy. Nobody gets it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your team name
we're gonna
still
get a
gets me.
message in the chat that's like, no, you don't get it. It's like, yeah, I know.
Right.
No one fucking gets it.
No one fucking gets it.
You're
No one
too
cares
clever for
about-
everyone, dude. Yeah.
It should be concise.
This is where Dalton comes in and he
witty,
goes,
and
hey, at Mason, I get it.
Dalton, what does TE stand for right now? Put it in the chat. Don't Google it.
Oh, I got a call for him right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a call.
What's that?
Bring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jake, you're gay.
No.
Hey, that's not what TE stands for, buddy. Click.
Yeah.
I hung up on him. Yeah.
Get his ass. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let him give this bigoted hate speech on my fucking left-wing socialist podcast. Honestly. Dream Meme Team? He didn't even try. He was just sitting there high and saying words in his mouth. Come on, Corey. But that is
we expect better from you.
That is also a like just fundamentally Corey name, so I also like it. Cause
With
it's like,
with the profile picture, I do kind of like it. Yeah.
I feel that. This is like when Team Diddy Kong sucked dick as a name, but when
Yeah.
you're going 11-0, it's kind of like, oh, all right, okay. Yeah,
I'll
okay.
cut you some slack. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is kind of okay. Yeah, my team name sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I did that as a filler name before the year started.
It does make me laugh, but yeah.
Yeah. I gotta switch it at some point.
I should change my name too, but
Yeah, you really should. I just don't get it.
it was because last year my name was Ezekiel Bread. And so I just added the word champion bread to
Oh,
it.
see,
'cause I don't give a
that's
shit.
funny because you had to explain it. Sorry.
I
Sorry.
think it's pretty self-explanatory, actually. Are you being mean to me for my cool name?
Your cool
other
name?
Other than that, I don't really have any problem. I mean, fornication is good fucking God. What the fuck?
Hey, you know what? Hey, let's give it to Trent. Let my chub free, man. Hey.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay. Hey,
I
that's
like that one.
Hey, yeah, I like that one. That's good. You know, he was sitting there chuckling to himself aloud when he came up with it.
He's like,
Just
oh,
a
this
heart.
is-
Just
when he
sipping
read
on.
it somewhere, you know.
Yep. Drinking
oh,
a
that's good.
fucking Stella, laughing to himself. Watching, I don't know what, Eastbound and Down or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. I'm looking forward to this week. Because I'm going
It's
to
gonna
win.
be a fun one. Yeah, you're just
And,
gonna stomp Nick.
Yeah, everyone else is just up in the air. And that's what's going to be fun. Yeah. Also, I'll say it off the pod. We'll talk later.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably gonna. We are probably like over an hour. We probably got more than enough
Oh,
done
buddy,
here.
we
We
got
can
more
wrap
than
this
enough.
thing up.
Hey, buddy, we're
Yeah.
wrapping this up. Hey, I'll see you next week or the week after, the week after that. Who knows?
Whenever.
And yeah,
you know?
fucking call me and leave a voicemail so we can put it on the pod.
Call in, leave a voicemail like in a rap album's interlude where you're shouting.
Yes.
We'll put an instrumental under it.
Yes.
It'll be cool. Please do
Yes.
that. You can
Please
call my
call.
personal phone.
Or mine. Just leave a voicemail.
Leave
We'll
a
make sure
voicemail.
not to answer. If you ever call me, I just won't answer.
Well, I
Assuming that
wouldn't
you're trying to
answer
leave
anyway.
one.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And I'll just
You
hold it
t-
up to a microphone while I'm playing a beat in the background, and I'll record it, and then I'll put it in the podcast. That can be like the intro segment. Please do that.
Yeah. Nick, please call and do fake 90s Ebonics.
Yeah.
You know
that
that's
would
what
be
you want to
great.
do. Yeah.
We won't blackmail with you with that later.
Yeah. When
down
you,
the line.
Yeah.
You getting
right when you're about to get tenure, and then we send it down to the ASU staff, and it's a clip of Nick, and it starts off. It's like, "Hey, yo, word is Bond," and it's like, "Oh, ooh, ooh."
yeah. Sorry, I
Oof.
have to ruin your life.
White saying Ebonics has been outlawed since 2027.
Time for to go to prison with you.
Yeah. And I look at him and I say, the judge goes 20 years, and I say, dead ass? And then they give me another 5. So, all right, folks. Well, dead ass. That's the end of the pod. I'll see you
Dead
later.
ass fam. We're out of here.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
Have a good night, everybody.